I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard. Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you, even if it's only a new place to learn. Let us begin.
Let's dress these wounds. Thousand cuts. Thousand cuts. Heavenly wave. Thousand cuts. Let's dress.
Master Li looks surprised. He doesn't see you lose very often. I didn't expect to beat you. No doubt you were focused on technique and got distracted. You do not need to be so confrontational. This was merely practice. One of the few... Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him. He specifically told me that it was no rush, so I didn't think it would be vital. Besides, who could turn down a chance to practice with you? You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
One day I'll reach your level of...
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to You're right. Master Li, I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. She also came here very young, didn't she? The two of you are generally considered the most advanced students here. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need? He is one man and guides his students well. My last school had two masters who feuded all the time. It made learning very difficult. He is greatly skilled and tutors his students intently. You especially. My school in the city was mired in politics, not an environment that promotes diligent study. Goodbye.
Always good to see you wandering the school.
I know you haven't had much time. Goodbye.
Ah, there you are, my student. Your bout with Jingwu had a surprising end. I hope I have not caused you to grow complacent in practice bouts. You came here an orphan and became my best pupil, but have I done enough? Second chances at victory are very rare. Have you given thought to your future? Your lessons are complete. Remember these basic skills and keep them at heart. I recall that, as a child, you fell and bruised your arm. I comforted you, saying that small pains are part of learning, but not every setback imparts wisdom. You must be careful. Sometimes all you learn in defeat is that you have been defeated. This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless, and you have a role to play that I have kept secret. Those who announce their important destiny before the people are scared.
Master! Master Lee!
What is this interruption? This had better be important. There is much to say.
Master! Nijo came to warn me. He saw a boat from the outlook past the fields. Strange outlaws. They fired something at him, and Kiamin was injured.
Where is she now?
Still outside the village by the outlook. Nijo couldn't carry her. Please come, Master Lee. The bandits are not at the village yet, but they could arrive at any time.
We will have to continue our discussion later, my student. It appears we have more pressing matters. You will have your chance to fight soon enough. Go to Gu Jin, the weapon master. He has a weapon for you, and you will have need of it before long. On your way, make certain Dawnstar is aware of the danger. Her skills have always complemented yours, so take her with you. Prepare yourself for a potential attack while I tend to my fallen student. I will return as soon as I can. We will continue our discussion when the threat is over. Dawnstar will be near her garden at the entrance to the school. Gu Jin will be in his shop near the village gate, up the stairs from the village square. You near the end of your training, but I...
What's the matter, Dawnstar? Are you scared that Master Li might find out?
There is talk of approaching bandits, and you bother me with unsubtle advances. How very like you, Gao. No doubt a tactic learned from your criminal father.
His name is Gao the Greater, and he built a fortune out of some ragged thieves and slave traders. If my charm can't lift your spirit, I'll buy the ground from under you.
Flaunting your father's undeserved wealth does not impress me, Gao. It only serves to push me further away.
You step beyond your station. She and I are discussing her future.
Thank you, Gao, but I'll pick my own poison. Now leave, and if you'd be so kind, stay downwind.
I won't forget this, Dawnstar. You show great disrespect. You as well. You will not take all the glory if there is an attack. We are not through.
Oh, he is Gao the Lesser in all respects. I thought Master Li allowed him to stay so that the influence of the father could be countered, but Gao never learns. He acts like he's above Master Li's teachings. Such are the conceits of wealth, I suppose. I appreciate that you arrived when you did. What does Gao the Lesser ever want? He's convinced that he can buy everything, and that includes people. He's a spoiled little man. I'd rather not dwell on him. Let's not increase his influence by talking about him after he's gone. What is it you wish? That is nice to hear. Gao could learn much from you if he wanted to learn anything from anyone. Yes, he said you were coming. He just passed here with Si Pat on his way to help Kia Min. It's strange that simple bandits would launch such a raid. Master Li was concerned that this would interrupt your training. His respect for your potential is just so absolute. Has he told you any more about your future? Only what Master Li has told you in the past. You are meant for great things, but you must discover them yourself. I like hearing about the great things you are destined for, even if they are unknown. You are filled with promise. My skills are darker. I can see... Do not distance yourself too much from the rest of us. What does Master Li say? That you should keep the basics close to heart? Actually, Master Li suggested that I accompany you, just in case you need assistance. He is overly protective, as always. I know you might prefer to focus on your own thoughts, but I will be nearby should you...
Nice little town you have here. Not a lot of guards, are there? How are your stocks of food?
I don't know you. Why are you asking me all these questions?
This town isn't well guarded. Forget it, let's just start looting. We'll get first crack at the good stuff.
You're right. This isn't worth it. Nice little town.
This...
You're...
I can't believe... We should go to Guzhin for a weapon like Master Li said. Then we can address whatever threat these bandits pose. His workshop is in the center of the village by the gate, up the stairs from the square. It's the largest and most permanent building. You must be tired if you're asking me about that. You've talked to him many times. We should get our weapons as quickly as we can. I am honored that Master Li feels I am worthy of standing beside you.
Heavens, no! It's so awful. What?
Bandits, huh? I see a lot of them. I better can't abandon the gate. You never know if they're gonna sneak around. No, please. I can't fight. I just didn't want to be a rock picker in my grandfather's field. Guarding the gate looked easy. I never thought bandits would actually... Please don't let them get me. Don't let...
This building...
Ojoir Shatir Uksayanan. Sawani Karpa.
Hello, Weapon Master Guzhin. Good day to you.
Swowo here Ufir. Wakwanpa. Wotarawe Fuir. Payer Fun Chiki. Ukayir Otonoair, Nisun Puno, Asir Tsunkut. If you'd prefer, I don't need to use Thofan. Now, what brings you here? Oh, you're cheerful today. Have you been teasing him, Dawnstar?
Not that I can recall, but Guzhin, there are already bandits here in Two Rivers.
Already? I assume you dealt with them, and the rest are in for quite a Dawnstar, I watched you practice with that new blade yesterday, and I must say you take to it naturally. I want you to keep it and use it as your own.
This is a great honor. A good weapon is a true warrior's most treasured possession.
You know, you came here with Master Li as just a babe. I came not long after, and I've been holding on to a weapon for you ever since. Well, two, actually. But you need to choose which one you'll take. Master Li wants you to stay focused on your first weapon. Anything? Everything. I don't know where your master acquired these, but he has honored me with the care of two legendary weapons. You may arm yourself with either the legendary longsword, Fortune's favorite, or the famed staff, Golden Star. I'm afraid not. She would not be able to handle one of these weapons. I'll explain why in a moment, but suffice it to say that very few people have your... In time, Dawnstar will be able to handle a weapon like this. But don't discount the blade I gave her. Master Li wanted her to have the keenest steel I could find. They say this blade was created. Your weapon is well deserved, and you'll need it with these bandits. So if you decide you truly don't... One more thing you need to know. These weapons strike with deadly precision, but to wield... Master Li has been training you so that you'd be ready for this kind of weapon. And the drain won't be crippling, but you will get tired over time. That you should.
Senior student. Oh, excuse me, Weapon Master. I did not mean to interrupt.
Calm down, student. What has you so flustered?
The bandits. They've already been sighted down by the beach, and they're making their way toward the town. I don't know, but their ship is large. There could be many of them. You have to help, senior student. If you think that is wise, I will come and do what I can.
I'm sorry, my friend, but Student CPAT isn't ready to face real combat. He has only just arrived. He has a big heart, but that is not enough for bandits. Go to the school. Seal the gates. We will deal with this.
Yes, Dawnstar, I'll go now. Those gates will stay closed on my watch. You can count on it.
You've done well, lad. Go back to the school now. Your friends have some new weapons they're dying to try out, I'm sure.
Thousand cuts. Long sword.
Someone! They're all over the beach! Bandits!
Hold your tongue, old man! This village is ours!
You have to help. Be careful. These louts will show no mercy.
I knew someone from the school would help. No one else could. Please, my boy Nijo is trying to fight them down on the beach, but we need someone skilled.
I can hear fighting. There is no time to talk. We have to save the village from the...
Thank the heavens you came down here. They're animals. You won't see me coming. You won't,
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
1,000 cuts. Long sword. 1,000 cuts.
Jade Empire, look out!
Yeah!
1,000 cuts. Heavenly wave. Long sword. You're going to... Dress these wounds.
What are you? Your skills are more than this tiny village warrants. But I also see something strange, an oddity. You could be an anomaly or a sign of who I seek. A further test is needed. These mercenaries are not the only threat I command. Let us see you contend with this! Yet another...
Thousand cuts.
Cannon fire, look out!
Stress these.
Yet another village with no purpose. I will replenish our supplies and continue my search elsewhere. You will all, of course, have to die.
Thousand cuts.
Focus.
Long sword.
This is the end.
What are you?
Thousand cuts.
Impressive. Clearly, I have been too dismissive in my search. This village will be torn asunder. Whatever you are hiding, I will have it. have seen enough of your skills. You will die now, so I am not troubled later.
You! Well fought, my student, but I cannot risk you against a foe like this yet.
So blatant. We never thought to look in so humble a place. We expected an army. Your strategy, as always, is impeccable.
Your search is over, assassin, but no one will hear of your success. It would seem that my past is catching up to me, and you are destined to be swept along. You have faced your first spirit opponents far sooner than I intended. Dawnstar can explain the nature of such creatures. I must go and make sure everything is in place. I thought I had more time, but perhaps you are ready. Do not be so quick to thank me. My influence caused this attack. You were not meant to see this yet, but now there is no choice. I will explain the school. You have done well, but more than this awaits you. See to your fellow villagers and students, and return to me at the school. We have a great deal to discuss.
This is so confusing. Master Li said I could explain the nature of spirits, but these were different. That sorcerer forced them to appear like wild dogs let loose. I worry there won't be time, but... Yep. Well, we've already visited Gu Jin, who used to be a guard in the west, they say. Old Ming always has a story, and he's usually by the statue on the beach. Merchant Fen Do is in the village square. He's been expecting new goods any day now, for weeks. Oh, for training or learning the philosophy behind martial combat, go see Smiling Mountain. He's behind the ring, near the student quarters. He's always amusing. I don't want to think about it too much. I can see spirit shapes and hear the odd whisper. Master Li was... Hopefully I'll find my skills useful for more than just keeping me up at night. Could we go on to something else? Then we should return.
I'm so glad. That is a great... Hopefully Master Li can shed...
Wanakapilsari awaf, van Sierrasurufus Isinosaurus usuno. Tawi ir kawana ir sunir ipoki. Nararo, na pirapirni, niktakatashi. Unika surir. Tikotro.
Dawnstar, there you are. I know I haven't spoken to you in a while. I saw him again last night, and I remembered what you said. I wasn't as afraid.
I'm glad, Mrs. Zhang.
He seemed peaceful, if a bit lost. But I know it's not your fault now. I'm sorry for disturbing you and for what I said before.
Remember Zhang Jin, her son? He drowned last year after the mooring she tied let go. A sad accident. I saw his spirit and told her. She thought I was calling up ghosts. Some spirits return because of trauma, to rectify something that disturbed them in life or death. They are very focused. When the pain is gone, they find rest. At least they are supposed to. Jin's spirit told his mother the accident wasn't her fault. Now he wanders unconnected to this world and unable to pass to the next. Troubled spirits can be set to rest for a time, but unless the greater problem is corrected, it seems all dead are destined to wander until they go mad. I'm sorry. This has been difficult. I don't want to think about how it affects specific people. I'm still not sure I should have told Mrs. Zhang about her child. I don't know. People just want to be left alone with their grief. I guess blame is easier to understand than chant. Master Li will be waiting.
Don't forget he's seen a student. I see.
Those bandits will think twice before threatening a town protected by the likes of Master Li. The only shame is that their ship sunk. Think what we could have done with their plunder. Well, that's another opportunity lost. That master of yours keeps things ludicrously stable while merchants thrive on strife. During the long drought, prices rocketed into the sky like fireworks. I can't say that. He's a wise man who sees to the heart of things. If I were to complain about anything, it's how few students he attracts. A skilled master... Happily, we don't need to waste time on my gripes when there's silver. I have nothing at the moment. I can't keep my stock up. People are scared to travel. Do come back when the weight of your silver is slowing you down. Always happy to help.
Wait,
Which one do you mean? Surely not that arrogant gal boy.
Is that the one gal the Lesser's always going on about?
I think so. I say we teach a little lesson about staying in your place when great men like Gao are around. You're not going anywhere. Gao will give us fat silver bonuses if we teach you a lesson.
Long sword.
I knew you would not let those bandits overrun the village. I hope I equal your skill someday. Master Lee...
Who was that man leading the...
The obvious...
Well, it seems you have everyone on your side again.
It is a well-earned accolade. We should all be proud.
I'm not sure why. Such vermin are barely a threat. They deserved a chance to celebrate, in my opinion, so I left them with a few silvers with which to enjoy themselves. They took down a bandit who dared try to circle around me. That's the kind of support I need. Men who watch my back, but don't get in my way. Besides, what's a few bandits to one of my skill? I did not run. I dealt only with the bandits that got in my way. Why waste my time stomping rats into the sand? It is not my job to rescue those who are not strong enough to protect. There are always... I see how you might think that's valuable, but are these mud farmers worth the effort? I don't... Oh, you'll soon see what I am capable of.
Glad to see you're still well. Huh, who else? Gao the Lesser won't let a chance to glorify himself slip away. To hear Gao's side, he...
Ah, you are back. I hope this unfortunate matter with the bandits has not caused undue stress. Some good people were lost. It means, however, that I must accelerate. You have trained hard and are ready. You will have a pivotal role in some great events, my student, after you return from the Spirit Cave.
I object!
Gao, what is the...
Your pet student is not the only one. If you spend...
This is not a matter that can be decided by effort, Gao. There are things at play that you do not understand.
I understand that this... If he is truly better...
I will not have you brawling in the street. If this must happen, Gao...
Hobbled before I...
My student. Then let the fight... Fighters, are you ready?
A possibility.
Master, are you...
They have a dispute, and this is...
I said you would regret getting...
Fighters, begin! Longsword.
Thousand cuts.
You're going down.
Longsword.
Jin.
Peace!